Guardian Home Inspection informed sewer line inspection for 3643 Terrace View, Encino, Cal. Property built in 1962. 5-bedroom, 3-bath. So the clean out is located at the laundry, and the laundry appliance obstructs the clean out. So I couldn't access that. So I'm going through a plumbing vent on the roof. So right now I'm vertical. Still vertical here. So it'll turn. That's main lateral here. So underneath the property, it's a concrete slab built in 1962, and you have cast iron sewer pipe. So this is going to have age-related rust, which is normal. I think that's clay here. Let's see. No, that's ABS. And you do have some tree roots there. I would say maybe at the front of the property, you do have some tree roots. I can locate that when I pass it. When I'm done with the inspection, I might have to turn on the water, clean my camera. Sometimes I get grimace on it. And this is a low slope. Get some crud at the bottom. And we just keep pushing. And this sewer inspection is a little difficult because I'm coming through the roof and then I have to push lateral. So right here, you do have a little bit of tree roots at the front area. I'll mark that as well. It's not a lot of tree roots, but they're there. And this is where it transitions to clay. So let's see if I can get to the main city sewer connection, and hopefully we don't see any more tree roots or damaged pipe. So right now I do recommend installing the clean out at the front, so you can have access to your main lateral sewer pipe without going into the house. Little bit of tree root there, nothing to write home about, but you already have a couple of tree roots at different areas. So right now, at the very least, you can get a hydrojet to clear those tree roots out, because they're not that extensive. But the installation of a sewer clean out is recommended. And let me catch my breath here. And approximate cost to install a clean out at the front is about $2,500. Might have to turn the water on to help me push. These videos can be kind of boring. Be right back. Alright, so you have some more tree roots there. That's going to be closer to the front area. So I turn on the water so it can help me push. More tree roots there. So now you have some issues with the sewer line. These are more extensive issues. There's more tree roots. And this is getting closer to the city street. That's annoying. Alright, that's the city connection there. Alright, let me shut that off and I'll be right back. Alright, so I reached the city sewer connection, and then we just flushed the toilet. Elias flushed the toilet for me. That's the city connection. That looks good. And then we'll see the water gush by in a second. So I always want to see the flow. And you do have some tree roots near the sewer connection. They're very minimal. You see them right there, starting at 1026 and going as a little crescent there. Alright, let's see. Waiting. There it is. That's the flush toilet. It's 115 feet away, so it didn't get much of a whoosh. So now I'm going to retract my camera to that area where we saw. See right there, there's some right there. Some tree roots. Right there. So they kind of started at 105. So you got some tree roots right there. You see them? They're at say 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and then on the other side from 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock, some tree roots. So that was one section, and there's another section there. So like I said, it started at like 110, There's some more there. So now I'm backtracking. So there's no reason to locate these, but right now the pipe is compromised, so I do recommend. So the repair would be hydrojet, insert a liner at that area, and then you would have to insert a liner from the clean out that you're going to create at the front. So that was, so we're like at, so that's 80 feet out. So we started at 115. So 20, 35 feet. There's some more tree roots. See, so that would have to be addressed with the sewer liner. So that's 45 feet. And then maybe they won't have to go all the way and do 45 feet of liner, but yeah, it does have some tree roots. Let me backtrack some more, and there's some more there. See those? And this is a little belly here. Not the greatest belly, but it's there. And then in this area, this is where you could install the sewer clean out, and then that's where they can insert the liner or tree roots. More tree roots. Not a lot on that area. Unfortunately, you know, houses on hillsides, for some reason, I do see more often that there's tree roots invading the sewer line. It's just an issue. So I do recommend further review by a licensed plumber. Install a sewer clean out and install a liner, approximately 45 to 50 feet of liner. And then so he'll give you a quote on that. You know, it could be from, I would say, $9,000 to $15,000 for this liner. You could hydrojet once every 2 years just to kind of service the line, but I do recommend installing the sewer clean out just so you can hydrojet. So very minimum, you're at $2,500 for the sewer clean out, and then another $1,000 for the hydrojetting. All right, give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks again.